We'll start questions. We've got Rob McCauley leading off, and then we'll go down the line.
Coleman, you had a good go around against Rutgers the first time. Coach says they've changed a little bit. What are the keys for tomorrow for you defensively?
I think just coming in, impacting the game on defense. Ron's a great player. I guarded him last time and just kind of disrupt things with my length. But yeah, just come in defensively. They get going at the rack. They play extremely well at the rack. So just not letting guys get going there and just doing what I do on defense.
Is it just the matchup with Harper? Is there something about the offense they run that makes you particularly a good defensive option for Illinois?
We just noticed, sometimes Ron struggles with length. As you saw, the first time we played them. I think that matchup is a great matchup. And then I think you could throw me on anyone out there, whether that's, McConnell at 6'7", Paul McKay, he likes to get to his post up. He's been playing well, but anywhere that coach needs me, I'll go out there and I'll guard. So.
Thanks, man. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey, Coleman, Coach talked about this on Sunday, but the fact that you guys are in first place in the Big Ten, it's hard to not hear that. Maybe hear the talk about a Big Ten title, but you don't talk about it much as a team. How do you feel like you guys need to handle that the last 3 weeks, firmly in the hunt to win a Big Ten title?
Yeah, just go out there and win. That's all you can do. Just leave everything out there. I mean, there's 5-6 games left. So just go out there, play hard every night. Every team's going to be coming for us. Every team's going to throw their best game at us. So go out there and, give it your all. And, we deserve one too. We deserve a Big Ten title. So, yeah, just go out there and win games.
And something Kofi said after the Northwestern game was, he got the win, it was great, but it was kind of frustrating just maybe the way you guys played the second half. What can you guys still maybe clean up, do better, here in the stretch run?
I think limiting turnovers is a big key. Down the stretch, it led to a lot of transition points for Northwestern. Like I said, those turnovers lead to transition points, and our defense isn't so great in transition. Our defense is really good in the half court, though. So limiting turnovers, making the right plays, knowing when to take shots, right time, and just no scouting report mistakes. I think in the Northwestern game, we let Ty Berry go off for 5 threes, knowing that all he can really do is shoot. So, less scouting report mistakes and limiting turnovers is definitely a big thing.
Thanks, Coleman.
Hey, Coleman, as this season goes on, what role do you envision for yourself on this team? I mean, it looked like you played with a lot of energy against Northwestern. How do you kind of build on that, and is that your role?
Yeah, just trying to find a way to impact the game, whether that's on the offensive glass, making passes, getting guys open, any kind of way that I can just impact the team whenever coach puts me in, defense, anything like that. Somehow, some way, just try to find a way to, whether it's a certain amount of minutes, larger, smaller, just trying to find a way to impact the game any kind of way.
And Coach talked about teams had been playing off of you a little bit as a shooter, and I think you've taken 8 shots in the last 8 games. What's the psyche behind that in terms of, teams are playing pretty far in the paint? How do you kind of handle that?
I mean, I haven't really noticed it. I think a lot of times at the 4 spot, they want to take those plays away, especially our high-low passes and everything. But I've been going back and forth between 3 and the 4. So the 3 is you're more in the corner of the offense. So you get opportunities, but it's just they swing through you, and you make certain reads, and it's not the same at the 4. But it doesn't affect me. Whatever shot comes to me, I'm gonna take it. But it's just whatever the rhythm is of the game. If I'm open, I'm gonna shoot it. But if I'm not, then I'm not. So it doesn't really affect me.
Thank you, Coleman.
Coleman, after the Northwestern game, Coach Underwood had some really good things to say about your play. But was that a kind of a confidence booster for you?
Yeah, I definitely need to find a rhythm again, to where I'm playing like myself. I think sometimes I get caught up in not being myself, but I think definitely, with Coach talking good and showing that he's believing me, throwing me in there, it definitely is a confidence booster.
Last time out against these guys, one of the big storylines was your defense on Ron Harper Jr. So are you looking forward to this game and the challenge of checking him again?
Yeah, for sure. Ron is a great player, a good friend of mine too. So yeah, I think it's definitely a great challenge. Like I said, especially at the rack, they really get going at the rack. So it's going to be a real big challenge and knowing what's on the line as well. So yeah.
Thanks, Coleman.
Come on, I want to follow up. You said you weren't feeling yourself. What led to that, and how do you kind of get through that?
Just getting to the gym, put shots up, trying to get back to, the player that I think I am. And yeah, just going out there and playing hard. Early on, I played with a lot more energy and, sometimes in the season, you play so many games, you just need to refocus. And I think that's what I'm getting back to now, just, locking back in and knowing what's on the line and, doing whatever it takes to win games. So.
Is it difficult, Coleman, to go from, with so many injuries early in the year, you were kind of one of the guys, and then having to find and kind of reset a role? Like, how do you kind of handle that?
It is kind of difficult, but like I said, it just whatever coach has for us, whatever lineups he wants in, as long as we're winning games, that's all that matters. Big Ten championship. That's why I'm here, to win games, to win and do it for this university. So, I mean, it definitely could be frustrating for anyone. Could look at it as like frustrating, but yeah, like it's not like we're dead last in the Big Ten. It's just we're winning games. I'm happy we're winning it. I'm happy for everybody and anybody who gets to play. So yeah.
Thanks, Coleman.
Hey, Coleman, if I could get one more, you talked about going between the 3 and the 4 and the different responsibilities that carries offensively. How do you adapt to that? Because that seems like a lot to do, even though it's less than what you were doing in the beginning of the season in terms of positions. It still seems like quite a bit.
Yeah, sometimes we're running a play and I'm thinking I'm a 4-man because I'm guarding the 4-man on the other end, or I'm just used to playing the 4, but I'm actually playing the 3, and I just sometimes it gets mixed up. It definitely does get, like, I wouldn't say challenging, but sometimes like I do forget I'm the 3 or the 4, and especially with the matchups, sometimes I'm guarding a 2, sometimes I guard a 4. Like, just with the matchups, I think that's the biggest part of like kind of the confusing part of going back between the 3 and the 4 and all the other positions. So.
Is this a first for you? Like, I would think at Prolific, you played mostly the 4, right? Or is this new, switching back and forth like this?
No, because I've played multiple positions before. In high school, I mean, you don't have hundreds of plays in high school, so that's where I could, get away with just, kind of freelancing on offense, just being wherever I wanted to be, honestly. But now it's, it's college basketball, and it's a lot more serious, a lot more plays. So that's where, that's the only thing I'm just not used to, is just like knowing where I'm at in certain plays and stuff like that. So yeah.
I got you. Thanks, man.
Last one, I wouldn't ask if it weren't February 22 and you weren't an intellectual, but are you playing Wordle?
Nah, I've heard about it, but I don't know what that is.
You got to check it out, man. That's all I got.
I might have to. I keep hearing about it. I just don't know what it is, though.
Google it.
All right. I got you.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right. So it looks like that's everything we got for Coleman. That'll wrap it up. Thank you.